Well, seeing I'm waiting for my sheet metal to be bent for my blaster, there was one last job to do on this 110, the one I did the winch on down here. Winch, that's all fitted and working. The owner was complaining that there was water getting into the footwells, you know, like on the mats. On this side, not on the other side, just on this side. I tried to explain it was cooling for your feet, it's an inbuilt spa, it's a feature. But anyway, I thought I'd have a look at it. It wasn't too concerned, but it was concerning all along. So the only place it wasn't getting in through the door, I know that for sure. I know that for sure because these doors are super. Listen now, you'd die for doors like that, wouldn't you? And especially two-piece doors, that's even rarer. So the only place I can think of, the seal on the rubber is perfect. The seal across here has been replaced. I don't think it's getting down here. The only place I can think of is the vent. Now, I sort of was looking at this and I thought, oh, maybe they haven't put the vent on the last notch. I think somebody's been fiddling. Because the vent won't open. It won't open on the lever. So I don't know what's wrong. I can't see really what's the problem, but usually you can see on this. Well, I can see on the seal where it's touching. I don't know why it's not shutting. And why did I have to open it by hand? You should be able to push it. I wonder if the linkage is a bit tight. I get a bit of oil. Really tight for some reason. I think what I'll do is I'll undo the mechanism inside and we'll have a look. Now fortunately the vent's open quite a long way on this one, but you can see there's, well, they're all loose, aren't they, on the pins, but there's a lot of play underneath it somewhere. And I can't understand why. There's a pin loose. So I'm going to get an 8mm key and take off the bolts and see if we can get this off. So if you use a stubby screwdriver, you can actually get into the bottom bolt and take this piece off. What I've found is this rivet here is solid. I don't know why, so nobody's been fiddling around with it, it's just got solid, it won't pull in. Also the mechanism here needs a bit of tightening up, so does that one. You know something, I'm very tempted, oh mind you, no I can't. I know why they've put a rivet in it now, because that would be like that, but when you pull it up to bring it into place for the close the vent, that was the problem. It couldn't. Can you see it at your side? That's why it's got a rivet on it, because this here on this side, maybe that's a better way to do it, it comes up into the unit. Now if that arm was stuck down like that, it's going to hit here and not close. Boy, that's tight though. I wonder what I could do instead of putting a rivet through there. It just looks like they've had a pop rivet and just braid it over. I'll have a look, because you see I put this on when I first built the truck, but I was getting desperate for parts and this was off the ex-army one. I just put it straight back on. I never thought anything about it. But I thought honestly that this was bent. See this little arm here? This is quite common to bend, but it seems to be that rivet. I wonder if I've got a solid rivet I could put in. I don't know, let me have a look. Well, I just used a little bit of penetrating oil and I put a bit more, what's it called, fluid film on it. Look at that. You wouldn't think it was the same one, would you? Look at it. This here I tighten up the nut and bolt here, and I tighten up the nut and bolt here for the simple reason you couldn't actually get this to go up. You know, like you push it to one side to lock. It's very difficult to do like this, but it wasn't doing anything at all. So I tightened up the bolt, made sure it was straight. Let's put it back on. Well, when it's all bolted back up again, it feels a lot better, because if I just touch it like that, you can feel it banging against the metal. So I can't get it shut anymore, but it's a lot further in than it was. And does it open? Yep. Yeah, no, it's open and closing great. So maybe something to look at if you've got water leaks. But I mean, it's trying to describe to a new Land Rover owner that these things do leak, and you don't know where the hell it comes from. You know, it could be coming from over there and dragging its way down here. You have no idea, but let's keep our eye on that and see what happens. Now, let's see if they've called about that bending. So, it's been pouring down all morning. It's been wetter than an otter's pocket. And as you can see now, the floor is nice and dry. There's a tiny drop there from somewhere, but I think that was there from before. So I'm going to call that a great success, because there was quite a puddle on the floor before. I didn't want to open the door, because usually when you open the door, water falls down from the inside and then it makes a puddle. So I think we'll sign that one off. See ya.